Finished teaching some of my students, I'm now going to be calling the exercise that I teach. Ooh, I'm going to be calling the exercise that I teach Shakti Pilates, because it is not purely Pilates. It's all about alignment, but I always incorporate some weight training in my sessions so that people get an absolutely full and complete workout, but it's always based on alignment. And it's really got me thinking today, after teaching my students who have been with me for a long time. I'm talking decades, but I'm also going to be opening up in 2024 to take on some new students. But having just completed a beginner's course, I realise now how amazing my students are in their Pilates exercise and how good they are in their technique, because most people do not take the time to study a technique that is so precise and so expansive. However, the one thing that I'm really aware of more than anything else now is that if we are not growing, we are dying. And what that means is that in any given moment, always, no matter how old you are, no matter who you are, no matter where you live, no matter what your circumstances in your life, or the dramas that you've been through, or the experiences that you have had, whatever you are going through, you are constantly growing or you are dying. And I have seen this miraculously in my own journey this year, to a much greater degree that I've even shared on social media. But my body, in her 62nd year, was literally in pain from a trauma that I went through this year. My whole body was inflamed and in pain, and I could no longer do my Pilates. So I wasn't even able to do the exercises that I'm showing you now because I was in so much pain, and the pain was emotional pain. And when we can begin to connect to the inherent expansive frequency that is ours, inherently ours, it is our own sovereignty, it is our own mindset, it is our emotional body, and how we are really truly loving ourselves throughout every experience that we have as a human being, because life can be very tough. But there's one thing that you always have, and that is the potential and the possibility to be so truly alive in every aspect of mind, body and soul, that the whole idea and the whole programming that we have received on aging, on the menopause, on sexuality, on living your life's purpose, on connecting to your passion, all of it as human beings has been dumbed down to a degree that is incomprehensible once you connect with the vibe of expansion and life. We are here to live a full and expansive life, and it begins with you. It begins with your mindset, it begins with connecting to your passion. It starts in your body, what you put in your body, what you choose to think, who you hang around with, who you believe, what you watch, how you interact, how you be. And what really drives us is knowing how it feels to be dying. Because when you have experienced both ends of the spectrum, and when you realize that you always have the choice. You know, I don't understand how people can go off and do jobs that they don't really enjoy, come home, have a bath, put the dressing gown on, put the feet up and watch the TV. To me, that is a mediocre life that I have never wanted. And if that's what you enjoy doing, that's fine. But most people want more than that. Most people want an experience of life that makes them feel satisfied, that makes them feel relaxed, that makes us feel excited, excited, curious, like a child, you know, like I've never seen this before, I've never experienced this before, because you are housing your soul. Your soul came here for experiences, and if you're only experiences experiencing things that don't feel good, then wow, your feeling body is informing you that there is more for you to experience. And we get so used to being in our comfort zone. So one of the great ways that I encourage my clients to experience more of who you really are is to listen to your physical body. You know, what is your body telling you? If the problem is in your neck, in your shoulder, in your pelvis, in your hormones, what is that telling you? What is the magic? What is the gift that you're being given? And I've proven to myself that with moving through some trauma that happened this year and going through to the darkest place I could have ever imagined, especially at this phase of my life, if you like, where retirement is the word that is programmed into most of the population, because most of the population are probably doing jobs they don't like and can't wait to leave. But retirement isn't a word in my vocabulary. Living life to the full is my mantra. And that means feeling good. That means being open to all possibilities. That means looking at, you know, looking at what's available, what's potentially mine for the taking, and stepping towards that and feeling inspired. And if I'm not on that vibe, where am I? Where, if I'm not on that vibe, I am like literally feeling not alive, like not human. Because for me, being human is about tasting and experiencing everything, and then out of that everything, connected to nothing, no thing. And in that place is everything. And it's much more challenging when life isn't going your way. However, when you use what has happened to you, because nothing really happens to you, it just happens through you. But when we come out of that victimhood and just really remember our divine essence, and remember that actually we have choice in everything we do, we always have choice. It depends how much the programming has affected you. But there will be a glimmer of hope in every human being. There's a glimmer of intuition, of remembrance, that actually we came here to experience joy and bliss. We came here to learn lessons. We came here to live a best life, the best life. And in the face of what's going on in the world, that's very difficult to always understand. But what is happening is happening. And if we focus on all the things that we don't want to happen in the world, guess what? We are bringing in more of that. The law of attraction is incredibly powerful. So, what's your 2024 going to look like? Who are you going to become? Who are you? Who are you becoming? What are your inspirations, your goals, your passions, your intentions for the year that we are very, very quickly entering into? Let me know in the comments what your plans and intentions are for 2024. And I'm also going to be taking on a few new clients, beginners and advanced, onto my Shaktalates sessions. So if you want to work on the physical and emotional and spiritual aspects of mind, body, soul, and you would like to try something different, get in touch with me, and I will be taking on a few new people into my sessions because I'm changing the way that I'm offering it in 2024. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sure those that need to listen will listen. And if you have done Pilates before and would like to try something just a little different with a little focus and perhaps a new way of working in your Pilates, or better still, if you've never done it before, whatever age you are, and you would like to give it a go, then get in touch and I will speak to you. I'm actually going to offer little short mini sessions with anyone who's interested so that we can just have a one-to-one and talk about what it is and what you need to come into that greater, more expanded version of who you know you are deep inside. And if I'm speaking to you, namaste. Bye for now.